Prince Harry has more to tell after Spare Meghan Markle's book will almost certainly be up next, expert. The Duke of Sussex previously revealed his bombshell tell-all could have been 2 books. Prince Harry has a spare book in his hands, if he were ready to tell all again. It has been nearly a year since the Duke of Sussex's bombshell book was published, and royal experts have since wondered if King Charles III's younger son would consider a sequel. There is plenty more for Harry to tell, Christopher Anderson, author of The King, insisted to SSN24 News Digital. For starters, I reported in my books Brothers and Wives and The King that it was Charles whose rather benign remarks about what a child of Harry's and his wife, Meghan's, might look like sparked charges of racism within the royal family, Anderson alleged. But Harry has thus far refused to elaborate on this episode, which leads me to believe there may have been other examples of racism inside palace walls that he may not be willing to share. The tension between Prince William and Harry is palpable, and the resentment runs far deeper than anyone suspected, Anderson shared. Yet it's not entirely clear why there is so much bad blood between the brothers. There must be far more to this aspect of the story as well. The father of two's story is dominated by his rivalry with his elder brother and the death of their mother, Princess Diana. Harry, who was 12 at the time, has never forgiven the media for Diana's death in a car crash while being pursued by paparazzi. The opening chapter recounts how the former Prince Charles broke the news of his mother's accident but did not hug his son. There were other revelations as well. In the book, Harry, 39, described how he and William, 41, begged their father not to marry his former mistress, Camilla Parker Bowles, worried she would become a wicked stepmother. The couple married in 2005 and Camilla, 76, was crowned queen alongside her husband in May of this year. Harry is also tormented by his status as the royal spare behind William, heir to the British throne. Harry recounts a long-standing sibling rivalry that worsened after Harry began a relationship with Meghan Markle, whom he married in 2018. Harry claimed that during an argument in 2019, William called the former American actress difficult and rude, then grabbed him by the collar and knocked him down. Harry suffered cuts and bruises from landing on a dog bowl. Charles implored his sons to make up, saying after the funeral of Prince Philip in 2021, "Please, boys, don't make my final years a misery." Additionally, when the young prince notoriously wore a Nazi uniform for a costume party in 2005, it was William and his now wife, Kate Middleton, Harry alleged, who encouraged the get-up and howled with laughter when they saw it. Harry also described how he lost his virginity at 17 and took cocaine several times in order to be different. He acknowledged using cannabis and magic mushrooms, which made him hallucinate that a toilet was talking to him. Harry spent a decade in the British Army, serving twice in Afghanistan. He wrote that on his second tour, as an Apache helicopter co-pilot and gunner in 2012 to 2013, he killed 25 Taliban militants. Neither Buckingham Palace, which represents the king, nor William's Kensington Palace office commented on any of the allegations. It seemed like there was not much else to tell, but in an interview with The Telegraph shortly after the book's release, Harry said there was enough content for a 2-parter. It could have been 2 books, put it that way, Harry told the outlet at the time. And the hard bit was taking things out. There are some things that have happened, especially between me and my brother, and to some extent between me and my father, that I just don't want the world to know. Because I don't think they would ever forgive me. Harry also told the outlet that he had 50 Zoom calls with his ghostwriter and often struggled with what to keep and what to leave out. It has been reported that there are 0 plans for a follow-up. A spokesperson for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex did not immediately respond to SSN24 News Digital's request for comment about any future plans. Anderson noted that Spare does leave plenty of unanswered questions for curious readers. There is much for Harry to reveal about what has been going on behind the scenes since his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, died and his father became king, he explained. And let's not forget that the Sussexes' adventures in the US, their efforts at establishing their own global brand, coping with the pressures, having to deal with the opprobrium that has been heaped upon them, all of this is fairly rich material for any writer. There are big bucks to be earned. Spare broke records as the fastest-selling nonfiction book in history. It sold 1.4 million copies on its release day alone,